Hello once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Blue Hedgehog 2010 returning to you with episode 8 of Let's Play Sonic Generations for the PC. In the last episode we've completed the City Escape Zone as Classic and Modern Sonic. In this episode we are going to encounter what this zone is all about, so let's go on ahead and get right to it, shall we? And as you couldn't tell, like I've always said in the past episodes, it is the Seaside Hill Zone from Sonic Heroes. My personal opinion though, I didn't really like Seaside Hill Zone as Classic Sonic only because, well, if you couldn't tell already, it's basically just an underwater level for Classic Sonic. Not like there's actually a problem with that, it's just that I don't like underwater levels in general. Because I've always had a problem with the Aquatic Ruins Zone as Sonic on Sonic the Hedgehog 2 back on the Genesis. But I mean, I digress. Every Sonic game should have an underwater level challenge, and this is no exception, so. But because of that reason, I did have a problem with this stage, so you'll be laughing at how I've messed up on this level in a few minutes when you'll see it. But like I said before, in the last episode I've done some calculations on how many views my project has gotten for last week, and it's actually gotten over 150 views, which I'm really astonished. I appreciate you guys watching me going through this project. I'm actually really having a great time with it. But I did set a goal for myself that if the video views of last week's project go up to 300 by the end of this week for this project, I will actually do another Let's Plays small project for only the weekends. So if you want to get those, get that treat, we gotta have those views, people. Anyway, going back to this game. Yeah, that's how I died. You can laugh at me. I don't know why it was such a good idea to let go of that pole when I first saw it. I just thought, you know, I'd be safe, but apparently not. Really not much else to say about this level, except it just really resembled like the Aquatic Ruins Zone on Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But as you can see, we have our good old friend, the big old wheel that we meet back in Sonic Heroes. Actually, it's not really that hard to clear the wheel challenge. Really not that difficult, but I, however, had a difficult time clearing it, so. But anyway, because of that silly death that I pulled off, I did manage to get a D ranking on that, so. And like I did in past episodes of last week, I will clear this zone again, S rank. But enough about that. We've completed Seaside Hill Zone Act 1 as Classic Sonic. Let's move on to Act 2 as Modern Sonic for Seaside Hill. Sorry if I'm not talking much. I really don't have much else to bring up. And there are tutorial wall jumps. This technique was featured in Sonic Unleashed, but it's like I don't know, it's not really that hard to pull off. All you have to do is jump on the wall and press the A button. It's kind of like that triangle dive. Well, it's not even a triangle dive, it's like a triangle jump. I don't know what it's called, but it got featured in Sonic Heroes as well, so... And as you can see, another nostalgic moment right there. It's exactly how Sonic Heroes got introduced as each team. I'd have to say though that this zone as Modern Sonic, it's really tricky, not only because of the fact that it's underwater, but it contains platforming, it contains turtles, it contains you worshipping me. No, I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, this stage does get tricky as Modern Sonic. I don't know. This later on in this level, though, you do get introduced by taking 3 paths, of which contains either a little car race, giant sea turtles, or I don't know what the 3rd path takes you. I think it's just where you have to grind on a rail or something, but really not that much of a deal, really. But it's good to have a nostalgic rush by completing this level. And as you couldn't tell from hearing the music on this zone, it is actually a remix between Act 1 and Act 2 of Seaside Hill and Sonic Heroes. So, and I'm actually glad they pulled that off, because Act 2 song was actually one of my favorites from Sonic Heroes on Seaside Hill Zone. But as you can tell, platforming is really not that hard to pull off on here. I don't know why, but it always seems like I've had trouble with this zone as classic Sonic on this game, mainly because it's just the underwater level. Not like there's really anything a problem with that anyway, but I digress. Anyway, really not much else to say except if you want to see the project that I'll be doing on the weekends by the end of this week, we gotta get those views up to 300. And I mean, I don't mean that all the videos from last week has to get 300 views in total. I mean, every total of each views that I calculate from each video of last week have to equal to 300. I'm not really that stingy when it comes to that. But I mean, if you have friends that like Sonic the Hedgehog, I mean, just send this link. I actually enjoy doing this project for you guys, even if I did have a few screw-ups. And no, you've been laughing behind my back. Don't even say you haven't. I didn't really like this portion of the level as Modern Sonic, because it just shows that big gigantic wheel was just there for show. But anyway, we completed this act as Modern Sonic with no trouble whatsoever. Got the S rank. And actually coming up next will be a cutscene. So.
So I think we've pieced together more of what's happening, and it's not good. When that thing goes through time, it tears space apart. leaving the areas empty and dead and sticking them in this weird white limbo. When the Sonics accelerate through time, they fix space, returning color and life.
And I guess we have to run like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow.
It takes a mighty foe to trap a ninja. Be on your guard, Sonic.
So we just completed Seaside Hill Zone as Classic and Modern Sonic, which is actually the last level of this era. And we've unlocked some more Challenge Act gates. So, like Episode 5, we have to collect 3 boss keys to unlock the boss of this area. But like I said before, I mean, I messed up as Classic Sonic, so I'm going to be completing this act with a rank S. So this is where I have to sign off. This is the Blue Hedgehog 2010, and I hope you're all having a wonderful day.